Live, this is News 10 today on your side.
The St. Pete businessman now charged in the deadly Clearwater ferry crash has bonded out of jail. What comes next for Jeffrey Knight and how victims' family members are responding to the news of his arrest.
Most of our area is set to be under extreme heat warnings today. Taking a look here at Max Fin Rate radar this morning, the temperatures are already starting to climb. Juliana Mejia will tell us what we can expect today.
Plus, as students get ready to head back to school, the changes, the popular sales tax holiday that could help you save some money while you shop. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday morning. I'm Avery Cotton.
I'm Chris Martinez. We are going to start with Juliana this morning on this Tuesday because already the temperature's starting to ramp up.
Exactly, yes. And here's an overview of those warnings and advisories active for the area today. An extreme heat warning. This only gets issued by the Weather Service when heat indices are forecast to reach or exceed around 113 degrees for feels-like temperatures. A heat advisory active for Hardee, Highlands, DeSoto, Sarasota, Manatee counties, and then extreme heat warnings for the rest of the area, including Hillsborough and Pinellas counties. That's active from 12 p.m. through 7 p.m. this evening. Right now, already feeling very mild, a very rinse and repeat of what we've seen now the last couple of mornings. I'm going to time everything out for you, though, and take a closer look at the forecast in a few minutes.
Right now, 2 people are recovering from gunshot wounds after a shooting in St. Pete.
Police responded around 9 last night outside of a gas station on 15th Avenue South. A man and woman there who are injured are expected to be okay. We'll update you as we learn more information about this. Well, happening today, the operator of the boat involved in April's deadly Clearwater ferry crash is expected in court for the first time since being criminally charged.
Yeah, this is video of Jeffrey Knight here, the former owner of Janus Life, bonding out of jail overnight. 8 on your side's Beth Rousseau live at the Pinellas County Courthouse with a closer look at the charges he's facing. Beth?
So Jeffrey Knight now facing several felony charges for leaving the scene of a boating accident that resulted in death or serious bodily injury. Those are all charges that the judge will go over in detail when Knight does make his first appearance here at the Pinellas County Courthouse. So that is expected to be a little bit later on today. Our crews were here overnight when Knight bonded out of court. He was very quiet, remained silent, wouldn't answer any of our questions. FWC officers say Knight was behind the wheel of the boat that crashed into a Clearwater ferry back in April, killing Jose Castro and injuring 10 others. His arrest comes after the ferry's insurance company filed a complaint earlier this month. That court document says the ferry had a $1 million insurance policy through Atlantic Specialty Insurance Company. An attorney unaffiliated with this case says what they filed is called an interpleader.
How do you put a price on someone's life? The insurance company is saying, we don't want to do that. We're going to let the court find someone, and that person's going to have to do it.
The attorney representing Castro's family sent a statement to 8 on Your Side saying, in part, this is a deeply painful time for our family who continue to grieve an unimaginable loss. While no legal proceeding can undo the heartbreak we've suffered, today's charges represent a step towards accountability and justice. Back out here live at the Pinellas County Courthouse, we have reached out to court officers for a specific time as to when Knight will make his first appearance in court. We're going to update you just as soon as we learn that. Things that we do know that will be happening today. We are going to hear from Castro's family, that man who died. They're expected to speak to the media today at Coachman Park. That's expected at 1 o'clock. And then a little bit later on in the afternoon, FWC is going to give an update on their investigation. That's going to happen at the Clearwater Police Department. We'll bring you the latest from all of those locations. We're live in Pinellas County this morning. Beth Russo, 8 on Your Side.
And also today, Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister will be releasing more details on an organized theft ring investigation. The sheriff's office says the month-long operation helped take down suspects accused of targeting critical computer systems in the trucking industry. More than 90 victims were involved. The news conference starts at 1:30 this afternoon, and we'll let you know once we learn more.
Well, a restaurant owner is suing the city of St. Petersburg. She says the city is allowing people to sleep outdoors, and that's having an impact on her business. The lawsuit filed by Shizzo Crispy Restaurant says there's been cases of public urination and violent threats outside the business. It claims the city is not following the state law that bans sleeping in public spaces. We spoke with people downtown who say they want to see the city step up.
I don't really want to go into a Starbucks that's I've just been harassed outside of. As much as the businesses and the people that live in downtown and all of that are so important to the city, so are the unhoused people.
Now, the owner of the restaurant declined to speak on camera, but sent a statement saying the lawsuit speaks for itself.
In a second federal lawsuit against Alligator Alcatraz, attorneys claim they've been barred from meeting their clients at the facility. During the hearing in Miami, the attorneys say bond hearings have been canceled altogether, in some cases violating the detainees' constitutional rights. A Tampa-based immigration attorney who is not part of this suit tells us she fears her clients could end up at the detention center.
Nobody is taking jurisdiction over the cases of people being detained in Alligator Alcatraz. Everyone is saying we don't have jurisdiction over that facility.
At least 100 detainees at Alligator Alcatraz have already been deported. The governor says they have added video conference rooms so detainees can talk to attorneys. Another hearing has been scheduled for August 18th. Today, more progress in the search for a new school superintendent in Manatee County. And the school board will be holding a workshop this morning to discuss the latest on potential candidates. It comes after the board fired Dr. Jason Wysong less than 2 years in his contract. A consultant was hired to help with this search. That workshop today begins at 9:30 this morning. Pinellas County School Board members will vote today to approve next school year's calendar. They're considering adding hurricane days to that calendar. That meeting starts at 5 o'clock this evening. Well, the start of school is less than 2 weeks away, and this year you have some more time to save money on back-to-school shopping. The sales tax holiday runs for a full month this year, and it kicks off later on this week. It includes clothes and shoes that cost $100 or less, school supplies like notebooks, pens, and binders for under $50, learning aids like interactive workbooks for $30 or less, and electronics like computers and headphones under $1,500. The governor announced this tax holiday is now guaranteed every August.
And when you think about the fact that it's not just 2 weeks anymore, but it's for the entire month, that is huge for parents who are constantly busy with their day-to-day jobs. Now they have the flexibility to be able to have an additional 2 weeks to be able to get the tools that their children need.
The tax-free holiday kicks off this Friday. We do have a full breakdown of what's included on WFLA.com.
Well, today is your final chance to weigh in on the future of the much-anticipated Airside D at Tampa International Airport. That project will be a 16-gate international and domestic terminal, and officials are still working on the design phase. You can share what types of amenities you'd like to see in this new addition. Tonight's session is in Lutz at the Hyatt Place Wesley Chapel at 6:30.
Max Defender 8, the most accurate weather radar in Florida. Sponsored by ArmorView Window and Door.
We're checking in with where we're at so far this morning. Yet again, off to a mild, rather warm start at that. Many of us in the upper 70s, 79 for Sarasota, 77 in Bartow. Good morning to you. 84 here in downtown Tampa, and more of those 80s along the coast for Newport Richey up into Crystal River, around 81, 80 degrees respectively. Feels like temperatures hour by hour climbing into the triple digits very early yet again. Likely by about 9, 10 a.m. we're already going to be feeling like 100 degrees, and we spend majority of the day feeling like the triple digits, upwards of 115, even 116 degrees in the forecast for areas here along the bay in particular. So that is why extreme heat warnings were issued for much of the area, as well as another heat advisory because of the very persistent heat, hours on end of triple-digit heat indices. 96 degrees for high temperature today. I do think a 50% chance of scattered showers and storms will be in the mix. And then this heat persists through the week ahead. High temperatures are still, while we do take a bit of a break from this extreme heat, high temperatures will still be above average through the rest of the week ahead.
All right, good Tuesday morning, 4:38. Hey, y'all. We're taking a live look at I-75 right now. If you are waking up, getting ready to travel across I-75 or even 275 or even I-4. Thankfully, things are really quiet this morning. I'm not tracking any major issues. I do have a heads up for folks waking up in Pinellas or Hillsborough counties looking to travel north or southbound across the Howard Franklin Bridge. We're dealing with a couple of lane closures between Pinellas and Hillsborough County, so just be prepared for that. All of that construction should wrap up by 6 o'clock this morning. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Deanne. Well, new clues emerging on the motive behind a shooting in New York City that left 4 people dead.
Plus, a local hero. We're hearing from a brave first responder who saved a woman trapped in a car fire.
And a warning over the popular buy now, pay later option, how it can drag down your credit score.
Install our free WFLA streaming app. Watch live newscasts, plus original content like Tracking the Tropics. It's available right now on Roku, Apple TV, Samsung Smart TV, and Fire TV.